Lesson 2B. What do you mean? Activity 2. Part A. Listen. You will hear people from 3 countries talking about the English they use. Write what these words mean in American English.
My name's Bruce, and I'm from Sydney in Australia. Australia is a big country, but we have only about 20 million people, and most of the population lives a few kilometres from the coast. Australians are crazy about sports. We play 4 different kinds of football and cricket, and all kinds of water sports like surfing and sailing. When people first come to Australia, they find some of the expressions we use confusing, but they soon get the hang of it. Some typical Australian expressions are "G'day," which means hello, and "no worries."
Well, what does that mean?
You're welcome. We say that when someone says thank you. And we like short words with IE at the end, like Barbie for barbecue, Bicky for biscuit, Brekkie for breakfast, and Mozzie for mosquito.
And Aussie for Australian.
That's right.
How about you, Emily? You're from England, right?
That's right. And although England is a small country, every region has a different accent. You only have to travel a few kilometres to hear a different accent. And people in Wales and Scotland have different accents too. There are a lot of words we use in the UK which are different from US words.
Oh, can you give us some examples?
Sure. Just starting with transport. We talk about lorries. A lorry is what you call a truck. And we drive on motorways. A motorway is a highway. And we fill our cars with petrol, not gas. We use gas in the kitchen to cook. And we talk on our mobiles, not our cells. And we wear trousers, not pants. And you can see I'm wearing trainers. Those are sneakers to you, like running shoes. And in the summer we go for a holiday, a vacation. Holidays in the US are what we call public holidays, like Christmas or New Year. And the good thing is that if you're in the UK, almost everyone understands all the US words because we see so many American films and television programs.
I see. What do you call the punctuation mark at the end of a sentence? In the US, we call it a period.
Oh, that's a full stop.
Oh. Hey, Patrick, you're from Ireland, aren't you?
Yes, Ireland is a small country and it's very green, with some lovely scenery. And, as a member of the European Union, we have a very high standard of living. It's not a big country. We've only 6 million people. But you meet Irish people all over the world. And what Emily said about British words is the same for Ireland. We talk about motorways and petrol and trousers too.
Yes, and in Australia you'll hear most of those British words too, not the American ones.
But there are some special words in Ireland you won't hear in the UK or the US. For example, in the US, what do you call the place you walk on, next to a street?
Sidewalk?
Right. And in England?
Pavement.
Uh-huh. Well, that's the footpath in Ireland. And in our homes, we keep things in a press. That's a cupboard. And we call the police the guards. And if you ask someone how they are, they'll probably answer, "I'm grand, thanks."
I'm fine.
Yes.
Well, what about the word banjacks?
Oh, that means to break something or not working properly. We might say, "Me mobile's been banjacked since I left it out in the rain." It rains a lot in Ireland. And we like to stay inside in the evening